My name's Dimitri.
Hi, Dimitri.
It's nice to meet you. So before we start off, I'd just like to know a bit about yourself.
So obviously, name's Keith. I'm Irish. I moved here when I was 27. Um, Came over here initially for a holiday and ended up staying. So been here 9 years now. And yeah, just got into the fitness industry and love sports and love everything about it. And keen to do a bit of a career and stuff in sports and the fitness industry. So I'm interested in all that.
All right. So Keith, I hear you have a bit of a motivation slash confidence issue. And I'd like to know about that.
Yeah, so that's in relation to football when I was a kid. So I used to play in League of Ireland under 12s up to under 14s. And I was progressing quite well in it, but ultimately gave it up around the age of 14 because of, I suppose, the step up in class of the players. Their abilities seemed to be improving and mine weren't going to the next level the way they should have.
So what you're trying to tell me is that once you took that extra step higher in the sport, you kind of lost a bit of confidence.
Yeah, I think so. I lost a bit of confidence in it, and it's probably my ability going to that next level. So I think my interest in the sport probably faded a little bit after that, and just really started losing interest. And yeah, probably been angry at myself for not proceeding with it a bit more. Probably should have given it more of an effort and more of a go, really, but it is what it is, I'm afraid.
Do you feel as if your emotions, if perhaps you had a change while you were playing the sport, that you would have kept you going?
I think so, yeah, and a lot of it's probably to do with my dad. Excuse me. He didn't come to any of the games and didn't want to have any part of it, basically. And all the games were in Dublin, which was about an hour and a half away, so like a 3-hour round trip. Plus you're taking into consideration training and games and stuff like that. So you can probably understand why he didn't go away, because he's busy working. But I have 3 sisters as well, so it would have been hard for my parents to do that. But I still would have liked him to be more of a dad, because all the other players had their own dads. And the friend that I got a lift with, it was his dad that drove us for those 3 years, basically. And he put a lot of pressure on himself and supported his son, so I wanted my dad in turn to do the same. But yeah, unfortunately that wasn't to be the case, and in the end he didn't come to see me play until I was 25. So it was a long time between drinks, really. He should have probably stepped up to the plate.
Do you feel as if your dad did come to these sports, that you would have continued it to a higher level?
Yeah, I think to a higher level. Yeah, probably my motivation probably would have increased a lot, and my concentration. I probably felt a lot of anxiety and stuff too when I was up there on my own. It's very daunting when you don't have anybody behind you to support you. So, yeah, and when I dropped down to lower grades and just went back, it was a lot easier to play with guys that were probably a little bit below my level. But
so what you're saying is when you were playing with the lower graded sportsmen, you felt more comfortable because there wasn't that amount of pressure on you?
More of a comfortable environment. It's probably found games probably a lot easier. Not as competitive, but I didn't. I'm someone that likes to win, and in a competitive environment. So I didn't find it that competitive. So it was more for the fun aspect and a social thing rather than in very competitive level.
And that was going through your mind while you were playing the sport, that you'd rather have fun than...
Yeah, I think my intensity of the sport decreased a lot when I dropped down from that. I think, my confidence took a massive hit, but suppose I knew I was still confident in my ability to go drop down to that lower level and really succeed there. It wasn't a drama for me. When you play at a high level for a good few years, you do increase knowledge of the game and stuff. So I found it a lot easier to drop down. But with my dad, I just even when I dropped down, and those games were local, so they were like 10 minutes away from our house, but he still never came, or either of my parents. And that's just hard to take when you see all the other parents on the sidelines and stuff. So yeah, you feel
while you were in the game, did you really feel as if inside your head that if your dad was there that you would have played better?
I think I would have been a lot happier. That's one thing. I think I would have. It definitely would have contributed to that because when you really want someone to be there for you and they're not there, it can definitely influence you in your head, and you think about it a lot. You got a lot of thoughts about that. It's going through your head a lot.
Was there a time where, while your dad wasn't there, that it might have influenced you to play better in the sport?
Yeah, I think you've always got something to prove. You probably feel that underlying factor that you've got something to prove, probably to yourself and to him. Even that he still wouldn't know the result, but you're still trying to probably hope that it would help you. Well, I think it ultimately it's a lot down to him. I think well, at least I put the blame on him anyway.
Wow, but your mum, your sisters, they always showed up to the sport?
My sisters would occasionally come along, but mum was pretty busy with things, so yeah, she couldn't always make it, but she'd try with trainings and stuff. She'd drop me off. She was the one that would drop me off to the local stuff. I didn't expect her to go when we were in Dublin and stuff because that was way too far, because 3 younger sisters, that's too much for her to take. So, but no, she was pretty good. But then when my parents got divorced around when I was 16, and that was she went through a hard time then anyway. So yeah, I didn't expect anyone to really step up then anyway.
So what you're saying is that when your parents weren't showing up, you dealt with it badly?
Yeah, dealt. It affects me in a negative way. I think influences a lot of things in your life overall. I think your total mindset. You do think about it. A lot, but I've got to take some responsibility for it myself because I put a lot of blame on him when I need to take responsibility and just realise that it's life, and that sometimes these things happen and you can't change things, and people have other plans and they're busy, and me myself with my own kids, I would make time for them, but that's only because of my past experiences, and I would like to help them.
So you are, because of what your dad did, it had an effect on how you're teaching your kids to play the sport?
Yeah, definitely. I always try and make time and effort and go to games and be the active participant. So I suppose every cloud's got a silver lining and something good has come out of it. So I suppose that's a positive in a way, and if I can influence their lives in a different way than my own dad did, and I think it's positive and it will improve their confidence, in turn, I think that's a good thing as well,
Is that a big difference you see in your kids compared to you at that age, that their confidence levels are a lot higher?
I see they're very happy, yeah.
See them happier?
Yeah, they're very happy. And I know myself, when I was that age, I wasn't even close to being that happy, so happiness is very important. And I think, I don't know if it has a massive effect on confidence, but I feel it helps if you're happy inside yourself and you're happy with what you're doing and you're interested in the sport. I think you can definitely have an influence on your confidence in that sport. So that's me personally, and I think the kids are definitely happy and interested and confident in their own abilities. Yeah.
All right, Keith. After today, I think I've learnt a lot about you. Young boy, had a bit of a confidence issue when he was younger. Dad didn't show up to games, but you have managed to use that to teach your kids a role in gaining confidence for themselves.
Yep.
Keith, it was a nice session.
All right, thanks, Dimitri.
No worries.
Appreciate your help.
No worries.